Hello everyone. Last time we have been working on TB file called tbx.xls, and I asking you to use that file to create financial statement. Let's pull up the files called TB. Let me share the computer's board. Pull up the file name TB. When you see this file, which normally when you go out and audit clients, that's what you're asking for, your last year client last year TB balance. And if you see here, they have old system and new systems and the accounting structures, and you see the column F TB after adjusted. This file have just one columns, and you it's actually the same thing with accounting debit credit, but in this case debit is positive number and credit is negative numbers. First thing first, you want to make sure all the data are here. You want to sum total on column F to make sure that they are equal to 0. So you go to summation icons, you move a cursor to the where you want data to be the result in. So right now I'm on, I move cursor to F200 cell. Then I will click on summations and then you see that summation is 193 to 199, which is not. I want it to be about 2 or 3 lows. About, I think it should be about right. So you see here the result come up 0. So pretty good. And this file I named it originals because I don't want to mess with this file. I will copy and paste data to the new sheet to play with. So I will move my cursor to the very first cell that I want to copy and scroll down to very last cell that I want to copy, which called F194. But before I click on it, I have to press shift button, and then you click on cell F194. And then you can do copy, and you open the new sheet, and then you paste. Be cautious on here that you want to paste a value only. You don't want to do paste everything because you don't know if the formula is both or shift when you paste just Control V or paste. So I want to make sure that I paste just the value. And as you see here, the pivot table, one characteristic of pivot table is you want to have one title rows only. Rows 2, we don't want it. You want to delete out, and then you can delete any rows that is not necessarily or blank, just to make sure all data are lined up okay. It's just housekeeping that want to make sure that everything is lined up first before I start. The next step that you want to do is to make sure all the data are here. You want to sum total on column F to make sure. Then you do, first thing that I would do is highlight column C and make sure the column C code into numbers format, not general or text format. I click on here, it changed to accounting, so it's okay. And then you do summation, move cursor to where you want data to be, which is C186, and then summation. After that, once you know it's 0, I delete out just to make sure the data won't go in there. Just make sure, and then you save it. One thing that you notice here, you understand the accounting data structures, you know that column A is account numbers. You want to make sure that you understand the column A and you understand this page first before you start doing whatever you want to do with financial statements. One thing that I will suggest you to look at is account numbers. The first three columns, first three digits, look at the first one, the first digit of the accounting numbers. If you notice here, 1, 2, 4, 5, and then move to 6. Obviously, it looks like accounting category. Asset, 1 is asset, 2 is liability. You look at the account name, that's when you justify that, oh, they are obligations, they are liability, and digit 3, first digit 3 is equities. 4 look like revenues. 5 expense, but when I look at this tracking service, the nature is service. The nature of the company is service, look like cost. Service chart, labor chart look like cost. And then you scroll down and see 6. First digit 6 look like salary, wages, administration, accounting department. That's tell me that is administrative expenditure and selling expenditures. So, okay. Now, when you're looking at the next 2 digits of the account look like detail on the account. First digit accounting category, the first 3 digits look like accounting title. So I will do text to columns to get the data more categorized. So I will highlight 3 or 4 columns, right click and insert to make room for us to create data sort. Column A, you want to copy and then paste to column B, right click and paste. I want to isolate first big pictures and then second is detailed pictures. So I would do first 3 columns, first 3 digits in column B. I will go to data and then I will go to text to columns, fix. I will do next and then click on first 3 digits that I want to isolate out. And then you click on next and then finish. Now you get accounting titles. I want to separate accounting category. I will copy and I will be, I don't want column C, so I can delete out. Click delete button, and then you copy column B, copy and then paste, right click, paste, insert copy columns. I want to isolate one first digit out of this string. I will go to text to columns and then fix and then next, and I want to isolate just first digit out, and then I will do next and then finish. This will be account category. And then I will delete column that I don't need out. Now, look like data should look like what you want to process. You can do filters just to make sure all the data are there. If you click on account category, it should have just 6 categories. So if you look at accounting title, if you notice here, it will just look okay. Scroll down and see nothing blank or anything. So you click save. This sheet we will call data. data sheet. Okay. Now, the next step that we want to do is pivot table. You will go to move cursor to A1 first, and then you go to insert pivot table, and then you will choose new worksheet and click OK. Big picture first, remember. So we want to do summarize by category first. You want to do accounting categories, move it to rows, or you want to do both at the same time, that's fine too. Or TB account adjust, you can do that. And then you see here, you got the numbers in. You have account, asset, liability, equity, revenue, and expense, cost and expense. And I will go ahead and copy this out just to get summary items, summary. You can do copy, right click, or right click and copy and then paste. Now, you know that number one is asset. You can do balance income statement first, actually. Income statements, actually you should do income statement first before you do balance sheet. I'll tell you why, which you already know. You need to know how much you operate first, which is income statement. You have income, revenue, let's do revenue, cost, and then expense. Revenue equal to these numbers. And then you got cost, these numbers, 5, coding 5, and then you got 6. And then you will have these numbers, revenue minus expense equal to profit or loss. You can summation it because it's on the opposite side. So you got profit or loss. Now, the next step that you want to do is, I can freeze this. Oh no, that's fine. Balance sheet. Balance sheet, you will comprise asset, liability, and equity. Asset is number one. You can equal to number one, highlight, and then you can equal to number two, liabilities and equities. And asset must be equal to liability plus equities, equal liability plus equity. As you see here, it's not equal. You know why? Because we have to include your operations last year, which is profit. You'll have to do equity plus profit. Now you get these two liability plus owner, liability asset plus liability plus equities equals. That's big pictures. Okay. Now you got your big pictures. Next step, you want to get your detailed pictures, basically. Either you do it from this data file or start over, that's fine. And let me start over. Summary, rename summary. I want to do detail next. I will go to data file again, and cursor still on 1A. I will go to insert and pivot table, and then new sheet. Okay, now I want to do detailed balance sheet in income statements. I will go to accounting category first, and then next I will do accounting category should be on the row columns, and then I will do account title and have to be on the row column next to accounting category. I will do descriptions, and then I will do trial balance. Now it's detail. I will highlight on column B and do comma so it's easy for my eyes. If you notice here, you can collapse it into category, and each category have descriptions, and then you can look through the red flag or anything that you need to look for or review. We know that first thing that we have to do is income statement. This data sheet I will call detailed financial statement. And category, same thing. I will do summary FS, financial statement. So these numbers here, as you see, summary financial statement, this number here should match with detail here, okay? If not, then data is not all coming in. The next step that we want to do is income statement. You want to do 4, 5, and 6 first. You can expand 4, expand 5, and expand 6, okay? And then you can highlight, as you see here, is total on revenues. What revenue? This is normal operating revenues, total on normal operating revenues, and this is total on other revenues. You look at the title, you know that this is other revenue, operating revenues, and other revenues. And then you can create financial statement report based on these informations in detail. And then you have 5 cost on operating cost, okay, this is operating cost on direct to the products service. 6 will be total on selling and administrative expense cost, expense, selling and administrative expense. And then you can create financial statement, and they must be equal to the summary column, summary page, which is 17,666,640.27. And then you can create, next step that you want to create is balance sheet. The item that you need are asset, total asset, and then now you can categorize asset into category, current assets, long-term asset or fixed asset, and other asset if there is. But on here is have just current asset from 1111313 is current asset. 111 is cash. And then you will have 113 is account receivable, 116 all the detail of current asset, and then 12112 is fixed asset that you can create financial statement balance sheet. 2 is tools or liability account. As you know, liability account separate into two categories: current liability account and long-term liability account, which you should be able to generate that as well. The third category is have a capital and retained earning. As you know, your retained earning will be changing. Retained earning will, this number will be include current in profit or loss from financial income statement. Previously we did, which this number 17 millions. So up until now, I'm pretty sure that you should be able to create financial statement in reporting formats. Thank you.